Okay, guys, let's look and see how this should look.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
See how this should look. Okay. We started out with -5, 7. And I'm not going to do them in the order that I have them typed up there, but -6, 6, -5, 6, -5, 5. Okay, your class, you guys, you know more? Which one of you are going to teach the class?
No.
Which one of you are going to teach the class back here? You obviously know a whole lot more than I do. Then get out of my room. Go out to the picnic table first.
Why me?
Because Dom's going to go down to Mr. Gilbert's office.
I was talking to her.
Go. Go out to the picnic table. You want to sit here and talk all the time?
I wasn't even talking.
Okay, so that was -5, 5. -4, 6. -4, 5. -3, 6. 3, 5. -3, 5. -4, 4. -3, 4, -2, 4, -2, 3, -1, 3, -3, 2, -4, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 2. -1, 1. -4, -2. Okay, a lot of you tried to make your line come through the 0, 0, through the point of origin. Okay, but what you really want is your line to go through the most points lying in the middle of the set of points. So if we pick those points, there's about the same number of points on either side of the line, and that goes through 4 of them. Okay, so your line on your graph should look like this. Look like this. So what is your y-intercept? What is your y-intercept? 1. Okay. Okay, right there is my y, where it crosses the y-axis. So that's my y-intercept. My equation then is going to be y equals blank x plus 1. Okay, because now I have to find my slope. My slope is going to be rise over run. So if I just want to go from here to the next dot that goes through, but I don't have to go up to that point because I can see that my line is going straight up through my graph. My line is going straight up through my graph. So I'm going up 1, back 1. So my slope is 1 over negative 1. 1 over negative 1 is what? Negative 1. So I can make this negative 1x, or just say negative x. And there's my equation. Y equals negative x plus 1. Y equals negative x plus 1. Okay. Now what were my outliers? Give me an outlier, David.
Negative 4 and negative 2.
Okay, negative 4, negative 2. Outlier. Connor, give me another outlier.
2, 6.
2, 6. Pick another one. Negative 1, 7. Okay. Some of you called this an outlier. Okay. It's sort of on the borderline of being an outlier. So it sort of is, but it's sort of not. All right. So it would be, actually, I would not count it as an outlier. But if you did, that's fine. As long as you got these 3 and you could recognize, because what's an outlier? What's it mean when it says it's an outlier, Dom?
When it says it's an outlier?
Yeah.
Pretty far out.
Say it again.
Wait, what was the question?
What's it mean when it's an outlier?
That it's by itself?
It's by itself. It's not in the group of the scatter plot. Okay, so if this was particular information being graphed here, then those 3 pieces of data would just be thrown out. They don't really get figured into it. Okay, which is what we do a lot in statistics. A lot in statistics. Okay. You wonder, you look at how they do all the, right now we're in, every time you turn on the stupid TV, what are they talking about? Politics. And the polls, and who's ahead and who's behind. Okay, well when they do their poll, and they ask people questions, if somebody's way out there, they don't count that one. That's how come if whichever party is doing the poll, it's always in their candidate's favor. Okay, whichever party does the poll, their candidate is the one that's winning. Okay, so within 5 minutes this morning, watching the news, I saw that both candidates for president were in the lead.
No.
How?
Okay, within 5 minutes, they were both in the lead. So it depends on who does this. What point, what do I throw out? What do I throw out? Okay, tomorrow, remember tomorrow we're gonna have the post test on scatter plots. Tomorrow we're gonna have the post test on scatter plots. Okay. Want to make sure that you understand how to do them, how to read them. What questions? Anybody? Anybody had a question when they were doing this?
How do I make an equation out of the best line fit?
I'm sorry?
How do I make an equation out of the line of best fit?
Okay, good question. We make the equation by, I kind of do it backwards when I do it. I look at where's my y-intercept. Where's my y-intercept? And I start there. So I start at the b on my equation. So I know I'm going to have y, I know I'm going to have an x, and I know I'm going to have a b. So I find my b first, and then I count, looking at my graph. I go, it's rise over run, so I go up 1, back 1, so it's 1 over negative 1. That's my slope. Slope is going to be a negative 1, and then I have my equation. Okay. Okay, so tomorrow again, like I say, is the test. Remember that if you got your homework back from last night that I collected yesterday, I promised you that I'd give it back today because you need those words. You need those words in that vocabulary. So if you didn't get one back, that means you didn't give me one. If you want to know how it was graded, if it was done, it was worth 10 points. If the only part that was done was what we did in class, and you just wrote down the answers, you got 5 points. If you didn't even bother to write down any of it, but you did turn it in with your name on it, you got 2 points. So there was a couple of you that didn't turn it in yesterday. Should have, that were here. All of you did get the paper.